All right, welcome back. Lots to talk about. Take a look what's happening out there. We've got rainfall. It's getting out of the way well to our north over the Great Lakes. And in fact, we'll also see more of that still over in the Dakotas. Our threat is now backing off. We'll talk about that in a second here, but you can see local temperatures getting up to the low to middle 80s in the forecast. We could even see up to 87 degrees now with limited rainfall in the forecast as well. I'll show you that in a second. Eau Claire could get up to about 86 degrees as well under cloudy to partly cloudy skies and mostly sunny skies to finish out the day. The threat getting in and once again for areas down to the south that push into the southern portions of our area by I-90. That's now backing away. Also up to the north there, you can see that rainfall getting over to the Dakotas. In fact, we'll keep an eye on that too because that was going to be a major threat for us, but now that too is no longer a threat for us. We have this batch of moisture still coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, pushing in more of that for initiating more rainfall to come in for your weekend. As you get closer, you can see right now most of this rainfall is barely moving up through Dubuque and still hasn't brought any rainfall to Dubuque, as I showed you earlier, holding on to at least just a few clouds for Eau Claire. We'll continue this on as we move on to the zones, so take a look at what's happening. You notice if you watched me this morning, all of these areas were holding on to thunderstorm activity. Well, you see it over by La Crosse, but you get down to areas by Prairie du Chien, no thunderstorms there, and a lot of areas don't have any thunderstorm activity with the exception of getting La Crescent on the other side of the river. We'll hold on to, again, drier conditions in the forecast as well with temperatures in the middle 80s, picking up not much in the way of any type of thunderstorm activity or shower activity in the forecast. Going right back to the north zone, you get up to Eau Claire and you're looking at drier conditions still holding on there. So a slight chance of that, maybe a 20% chance of that happening. Temperatures getting up to 90 degrees on your skin. That's what it'll feel like today in your skin. If you get up to Eau Claire, it'll feel like 90 degrees there as well. Then we'll continue on that. If you get in the 5 o'clock hour, it'll feel like 92 degrees on your skin for La Crosse. Picking up again as we go all the way into tomorrow, where it's supposed to be the warmest day of our week. It'll feel like 102 degrees on your skin for tomorrow on the 4 o'clock hour for La Crosse, while Eau Claire feels like about 100. Tick it up to the 5 o'clock hour, and you see it's 103 degrees, and it feels like 99 degrees as La Crosse kind of drops back down. We'll hold on to the possibility of showers trying to get into the region, but most of them stays west of the river as we get into the 2 o'clock hour. So they start just in the noon hour, getting to the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock hour, and they still haven't crossed the river trying to get over to La Crosse. The clouds have. And as we continue on, we'll see them stretch out of the way as we go to the 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock hour. They're out of the region, but there's showers or cloud cover still here, I should say. Drier conditions come into the 10 o'clock hour and not much is happening. We go all the way into the 1 o'clock hour, still not much happening. Showers pick up out of the region as we go out of the Marshfield all the way out of the Wausau. Coming back again with more showers possibly for the 9:30 hour for Friday. We were talking about early morning showers, and that continues to push through the region. You notice something, though. You're going to see these temperatures in the 90s. You can see there 95 for La Crosse. You saw that just a second ago, right? You're also going to hold on to storm activity still coming back in the forecast area well up to the north. And as that ticks over, it comes another batch. Again, this is all coming out of the Dakotas. And you see that continue to drop right on top of us with more of a slight risk for severe weather because of this now in our forecast. And that's what's going to happen with that risk. We'll carry over to how this all shapes up over the next few days, my friends. And we'll get into this as we roll right into how this all shapes up. 80s, then the 90s as we go into tomorrow, holding on to conditions to be like this. Middle 80s in the forecast to go right into next week with more showers and storms over the weekend and drier conditions for next week as well.
All right. Thank you, Art.